This question says the height h of an object is directly proportional to the square root of its perimeter, P. Write down an equation showing the relationship between h and P. So before we write down an equation, we have to write down what you may call a proportional equation, or an equation representing proportionality, direct proportion. So if h is proportional to the square root of its perimeter, we have to write in notation form. H is proportional. We have to write the proportional symbol. H is proportional. So here's the proportional symbol. H is directly proportional to the perimeter. And this proportionality equation, if you want to put it that way, or expression, because the equal sign is not present, can be converted to an equation. So we transform the proportionality symbol to the equal sign, but we have to write the proportionality constant. We can call it K. So the equation now showing the proportional relationship between H and P is H is equal to Kp. So that will be the answer for part 1 of this question. So take out your pencil, your pen, or your paper and copy this down. Make sure you write the proportionality notation expression between H and P. H is proportional to P, and transform it to an equation including the constant K. Now, part 2 says, given that H is equal to 5.4 and P is equal to 1.44, determine the value of H when P is equal to 2.89. So with that first set of information, knowing the value of H and P, we can solve for K. And then we can find H when P is 2.89. So we copy down, carry forward the equation. And in the place of H, we can put 5.4. And in the place of P, we can put 1.44. So copy this down. Give you some time to copy this down. Pause the recording and copy it down. Right. And now we can solve for K now by dividing by 1.44 on the right side. If we divide by 1.44 on the right side, we have to divide by 1.44 on the left side. So 1.44 cancels out from the right side, and we are left with A is equal to 5.4 divided by 1.44. Let's use our calculator for that. So we have on the left side 5.4 divided by 1.44. That's 3.75. So K is 3.75. So now we can complete the equation, because right now we know the value of K. So actually, H is equal to 3.75 times P. So clearly now, if we know the value of P, any value of P, we can solve for H. So here it says is equal to 2.89. So we can substitute into the place of P 2.89. So H now is equal to 3.7 times 2.89. And we can easily calculate this in our calculator. 3.75 times 2.89. H is equal to 10.8375. So just to recap for this question, it says the height of H of an object is directly proportional to the square root of P. So in notation form, here it is H is proportional to P. And in the form of an equation, H is equal to Kp. K is the constant of proportionality, or the proportionality constant. Now, part 2 says given H is equal to 5.4 and P is equal to 1.44, we can use these two pieces of information to solve for K. So in H, we put 5.4, and in P, we put 1.44. We divide by 1.44 to solve for K. We got K to be 3.75, 5.4 divided by 1.44. So now we can complete the equation. H is equal to 3.75 times P. So now we know we have given the value of P to be 2.89. So now we can solve for H now by substituting 2.89 in the place of P and multiply this to 3.75 to give us 10.8375.